back, man. Welcome back, or just welcome if it's your first time here. I'm your humble host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. This is the Golden Goose DFS show where we specialize in single entry, 3 max, and 20 max content, alright? Man, it's good to be back. Seems like it's been forever, man. I missed y'all. Did y'all miss me, man? Yeah, no videos on Monday and Tuesday. Them little two-game tournament slates, man. It ain't much I can do with that. But we back, man. Got an 11-game slate today. This is my starting five series where I bring you five plays that's more than likely going to be in my player pool on DraftKings and FanDuel. And I always say more than likely because it's the NBA, man. There's always injury news, late scratches, things of that nature. So you have to be in tune for the news, man. It's a little different from any other sport, man. You got to be there for the news in basketball, all right? Let's talk about it. 11 game slate, man. Happy to be back. Happy to have you here with me. Be sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn your notification bell on. Also, do me a small favor. Hit that like button for your boy, man. It's greatly appreciated. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get to it today, all right? Loaded 11 game slate. You know what that means. It's gonna be tons of injury news. We done already got a lot of news. Make sure you in tune for that. We gonna give you the plays, the starting five as I see it right now. They are subject to change, guys. This is not no set it and forget it. But I do intend for these plays to still be in play, barring late scratches or anything like that towards the late towards lock on the slate, man. So these plays still should be good, but it's not no set it and forget it type plays. Let's get into it though. At the top, at the point guard, man, at your thumbnail, we not even gonna waste time. Give me Trey Young. 10-3. Now it is two games on this slate that is head and shoulders above all the others when you're talking about game totals. And that's this Brooklyn Atlanta game and the Wizards 76ers game. This Brooklyn Atlanta game, 242 total. The Wizards 76ers like 239. That's like 12 points higher than your next highest total. So definitely plenty of points and fantasy goodness to be had in these matchups. You're going to want to try to attack it and get to it. I'm gonna tackle it with Trey Young, probably like a lot of people, but he's picking it up, man. He's been playing very well so far as of late during this season. I like him at 10-3 going against these Brooklyn Nets. It should definitely get up and down, be a good back and forth game. The Nets have good wing defenders. Maybe they try to put one of them on Trey Young, but you know Trey Young's a lot of pick and roll, man. He's good at drawing fouls. It ain't much you can really do with him, especially with bigger wing defenders, so to speak. You can just try to guard his shot, contest it a little more, but I expect Trey Young to have his way here with these Brooklyn Nets. I like going to him at 10-3. Coming in the shooting guard, I think we can go right back to my guy, Terry Rozier, 8,100. Listen, I told y'all in the last video, you know what you get with Rozier, man. You can get 55 or you can get 35, but I like him going in this matchup against the Chicago Bulls. Should be his show. Still no LaMelo over there, man. Him and Miles Bridges gonna get whatever shot they want. I like getting back to Terry Rozier here, 8,100, going against these Chicago Bulls, who's a little short-handed themselves. Give me Terry Rozier. Speaking of the short-handed Bulls, man, we're gonna stay in that game and come right back with my guy DeMar DeRozan, 8K. I like him in this matchup against the Charlotte Hornets here. It should be his show with no Levine over there. Him and Vooch should get all the shots they want with the rest of the guys picking up whatever's left over. I like going to DeMar DeRozan at 8K. I love this price tag. Should be a tough guard for Miles Bridges over there if they put Miles Bridges on him. He's a solid defender, but DeRozan crafty, savvy, should be able to get his mid-range off at any time. I like going to DeMar DeRozan on the other side of this game. Alright, now at your power forward, we're going to get into some value, man. It's going to be a lot of value on this slate, alright? We already got some with guys being ruled out. The first piece I'm going to give you that I think could be one of the better value plays on the slate is Jabari Walker here at 4,400. Now, we could see him move into the starting lineup. We definitely going to keep our eye on that, but we know that Jeremy Grant is already out. and DeAndre Ayton is doubtful. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with this starting lineup. But I think Jabari Walker has a chance. I think he should crack the starting lineup, man. And he could be a great value player at 4,400. It's plenty of good big value on this slate. Potentially. Like I said, we waiting on some injury news and waiting on starting lineups. But it's potentially some very good big value on this slate. I love getting the big value over guard value just because the big man value, you're gonna fall into some rebounds or some easy putback. With the big man value, you usually always lie for a double. When you get to guard value and stuff like that, it just depends on what type of guard it is. If he's a more assertive, aggressive, like scoring guard, then maybe I'll take him over a big. But usually I like the big value over the guard value. Give me Jabari Walker here, 4,400. And then coming in at the center could have another piece of big value. In that Bulls-Hornets game, I want to look at Nick Richards. Now, Mark Williams is questionable coming into this game. If he happens to be out, I think Nick Richards gets a start, and he should be a slam dunk smash value at 3,700. If Nick Richards gets the start, he's definitely going to be chalky, but it's good chalk, man. He should definitely get a double-double here in this spot going against these Chicago Bulls. I like getting the Nick Richards, all right? But we're going to need that Mark Williams news. He's questionable. Hopefully he's out, and we can get Nick Richards in the starting lineup. But there you have it, man. Your starting five for DraftKings: Trae Young, Terry Rozier, DeMar DeRozan, Jabari Walker, and Nick Richards. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. They for sure going to be in mine, all right? Let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm feeling over there. At the top, man, he's a thumbnail. You know I'm staying with him. Trae Young, 10K, little price discount over here. I'm cool with it. It'd be a little tougher for him to hit big value. As you know, you don't get the 3-point bonus and double bonus over here on FanDuel. But not worried about that one bit. He can pay off this 10K price tag, especially in this game total, all right? Staying in that same game, I'm going to come to the other side and look at Mikal Bridges, 8-3 over here. I like the price tag on him, and he's been picking it up as of late, man. Got some big performances here in a couple of his last games. He's starting to give us some of those performances we saw when he first came over from the Suns, and that's what they're going to need him to get back to, man. The Nets are going to need that type of production out of him, especially with them being short-handed over there with no Simmons and those guys. I like getting back to Mikal Bridges, especially in this game environment, man. 242 team total. You're going to want to have some pieces of this game. I like Mikal Bridges here at 8,300. At the small forward, Jabari Walker, man. They only got him small forward eligible over here. That sucks, but I definitely like getting to him, man. Does not matter. Like I said, I'm anticipating him entering the starting lineup, and I think he's going to be a very solid big value. He's going to be chalky as well, man. If him and Nick Richards get the start, there'll probably be two of your more chalkier value pieces, depending on news, because this 11 games, something going to happen and somebody else going to open up. So you should have a lot of value on this slate to build however you want to build. I'm going to Jabari Walker at 4,300. At the power forward, man, I got some interest in Victor Wembanyama, 9K always, man. Matchup here against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, I am worried about fouls here. He should be guarding Karl Anthony Towns over here on the other side here, and with possibly no Anthony Edwards over there, Towns is getting whatever shots he wants. He's more aggressive, and he likes to get to the cup. So that could lead to a few more fouls for Victor Wembanyama. It makes me a little nervous, but it also, with Towns liking to get to the cup and drive, it should lead to some more block opportunities. And that's where he can really crush this slate over there. He has the potential to get you 5-6 blocks. And if you talking that on FanDuel, you talking 18, 20 points in there with blocks counting for 3 points over here. So I love getting a Victor Wembanyama. I am a little nervous. He's probably going to be guarding Cat. I'm nervous about the foul trouble, but definitely going to take some shots on him over here on FanDuel. And then round out the center, man, staying with Nick Richards, 4,400. Listen, do not play with yourself. If this man is starting, get to Nick Richards. I'm telling you right now, he should walk in the gym with a double-double, barring foul trouble or anything. Look, with me, I don't really like going 100% on anybody, but I will get 70-80% of a guy, man. Nick Richards could be one of those type guys tonight. All right, there you have it, man. Your starting five for FanDuel: Nick Richards, Victor Wembanyama, Jabari Walker, Mikal Bridges, and Trey Young. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. They for sure gonna be in mine. That's gonna do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto: chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all next time. All right, let's get it.